Hey world, how you guys doing on this evening? Shout out to my guy Actees for making our t-shirts for us. If you want his contact information, leave us a comment in the comment section. I'll put you in contact with him. He does great work with on our shirts and merchandise, and he has a lot of other things going on, so I can put you in contact with him. Another quick shout out that I want to do, I want to give a shout out to my younger daughter, Kayla, 12 years old. I'm so extremely proud of her. She assisted me in learning how to edit these videos so that once we put the content out, it looks a little bit more professional. So want to give her a shout out. She has a YouTube channel as well. So thank you, Kayla, for helping Dad improve on his channel. So it's your boy Top Dog. I'm back in the building, fresh out of the gym. Health is wealth. So hopefully this video finds you in great health, in great spirits, and dominating everything it is that you touch. For our returning viewers, we certainly can appreciate the continued support. Continue to like, comment, share, hit the notifications buzzer. For our new viewers, we welcome you as well. You're in for a treat. On this channel, we promote thought. We love higher levels of understanding, elevation, motivation, so that you can go out and dominate. So guys, I was thinking about this on early and I wanted to talk about it. So hopefully some of you guys can relate to this and get value out of it. So as we always do, come on in, kick your feet up, or whatever you do to relax, and let's get loose. So the guys, I was thinking about this on early, and hopefully I could do this topic some justice. I was pretty fired up about it on earlier, and thinking about the illusion of time and the fact that it seems like time is moving so much faster now when in fact it isn't. That's how I know that time is an illusion. Here's scientifically a fact. It takes the sun 24 hours to rotate the earth. So if that's true now, and it was true back then, why does it seem like time is moving so much faster than it was when we were young adults and had not transitioned over into adulthood, responsibility, and all of these other things? Why is that? That's why I say it's an illusion. Think back to when you were in grammar school and think about the school year. It seemed like that school year took forever to get by. It's like, man, when is this going to end? And now fast forward into today, where it's already almost April and we just broke the new year. So why is it that things seem so much to be moving so much faster now? And this is what I came up with. It's not that time is moving so much faster. It's that we as individuals don't take the time to slow down and enjoy life. We're so caught up into the systematic plan that has us out here chasing all of these things. Oh, I got to get up and I got to go to work. You know why? Because I got to provide for my family. We got to have a nice home. We got to have nice cars. We got to have this. We got to have that. We're so busy chasing all of these things that we've lost track of time. You know the old saying that goes that, you know, time flies when you're having fun. But are many of you having fun at what you're doing? I would venture out to say that many of us are miserable chasing all of these things that we really don't need and that really don't matter at the end of the day. Wouldn't you rather have a day where you could slow down and do exactly what it is that you wanted to do? Get up, go to the gym, work on your mind, body, and spirit before you gave everything away to someone else on a job. Which one would you rather prefer? I work on myself first. I get myself mentally, physically, and spiritually prepared for the war that I have to go out and face on a daily basis, rather than as soon as I get up, I got to hit the floor, take a shower, brush my teeth, get out the door, and give everything that I have to somebody else. That's why time seems like it's moving so much faster, because you're not giving enough to yourself and you're giving everything to everyone else to provide, to be the provider, because society says that a man should be the provider. And I'm not totally against that. That's okay. I'm with that. But that's not how life was intended to be lived, guys. I'm telling you, God broke this thing down very simply, and we muck it all up by making things more complicated than they have to be, and therefore creating the illusion that time is moving so much faster, as if we're in a time capsule, and we're not. It's the same 24 hours in a day. Every minute is 60 seconds. It's the same. All of it is the same. It just seems like it's moving faster because we don't slow down. We're moving at a pace that's so fast and so quick, and everything has to be fast. Everything's got to be right now. We got to get it right now. We got to do these things right now, that no one takes the time out to appreciate life and the fullness thereof. So I said God made this thing very, very simple. And he said this: be fruitful and multiply. And when you talk about multiply, most people think that stops at having children, multiplying by having children. But no, multiply means multiply everything that you come in contact with. Multiply your homes, multiply your land, multiply your assets, multiply everything it is that you touch. 10, 100-fold, remember? And among these commandments, the greatest one is to love. This is simple stuff, guys. But we're out here complicating this thing and accelerating this thing, running ourselves into the ground, not taking care of our health, not taking care of our mind, not taking care of our spirit. So we're all out of whack. Another thing is our formal education didn't teach us about the matters of personal finance. So most of us are walking around financially illiterate. We don't know how to make our money work for us and buy liabilities with assets. So we can never leave the job because we're constantly stacking up liabilities with not enough assets to cover it. You got more bills than you do check. This is the problem. You think that's how the upper 5% live? They don't live like that. They don't live in a rat race. You think they are in a hurry to do anything? They get up when they want. They work on themselves first. They get up, they read. We don't even have time to read a book. The average worker reads less than a book a year. We don't have time to even educate ourselves. We're so in a rush to do and give everything that we have away to someone else. But we're finna stop that trend right here on the Against the Grain channel. Because we're not promoting giving everything that we have away to someone else. We're about building. We're about learning how to build for yourself. We're about overcoming fears here, the fears that hold you back from going out and starting that business that you knew you wanted to start 10 years ago because of the false evidence appearing real. We're finna stop that. We're finna change the way that we educate our youth and teach them about entrepreneurship. Teach them about money. Teach them about balancing a checkbook. Teach them about stocks and bonds. Teach them the difference between assets and liabilities. Teach them about the things that appreciate and not depreciate. I hope I said that right. Teach them about the things that appreciate in value rather than those things that depreciate in value. This is the only way that we're going to be able to enjoy life the way that it's supposed to be lived. And get the illusion out of our heads that life is moving that much faster. No, it's only you. It's only us. And I'm going to let you know something right now. This is systematic. This is systematic. The powers that be want this. They want you involved in the hustle and bustle. Why do you think that it's easier to get a loan to buy a house than it is to get a business loan? Why do you think that is? Especially in the African American community. Because they want you living in a time warp to where things are moving so fast that you don't even recognize what's going on around you. You're clueless to what's really going on around you. They're feeding propaganda and you just believe it because you don't even have time to slow down. The only thing that you have time to do once you get off that job, giving yourself away to someone else, is come in, eat a meal, get in the tub, and get up and go do it again the next day. I'm no different than you guys, okay? We're on a journey together. We're all changing together. We're all on this mission together. But I'll tell you this, I found my purpose. I found a couple of purposes that I have, and I'm out executing the plan to give that job back to corporate America. Let them have it back because it never was for me. I was always an entrepreneur, but allowed fear and allowed the fact that I didn't understand what was inside of me, what was going on inside of me. I allowed that to deter me for many years, but not anymore. This is one of my passions. Speaking to you guys, pouring into you guys with clean hands and a pure heart. Doing this just because I know that it's needed. Because we have to rescue our younger generation. Because if we don't, they're trying to kill us. They're trying to exterminate us mentally. Think about all of the negative information that's going on out here. You turn on the TV, negative. Social media, negative. Many things are going on. Radios, songs on the radio, what's being transmitted over the radio, the airways, negativity. Then they want to call us animals. You know, they say we're not fit for society. But if you're so caught up in the time capsule and can't see what's going on around you, you can't figure out the propaganda that's going on and realize that you're being fed. You're being fed all of this. Whether you want to admit it or not, you're being fed all of this. That's why the TV in my house is out. It's off. I have other things to do. That's not helping me to nail down and get better at my purpose. Watching TV is not going to help that. So the TV is off in here. I don't watch it anymore. It is not contributing to where it is that I want to go. So it's off. So back on topic, guys. I know I went on a little rant there. But time is not moving faster. So when we look up and we say, dang, it's already April. You know what that means? In 2020, you haven't taken the time to enjoy the finer things in life. You're not taking the time to live life the way that it's supposed to be lived, the way that God intended each and every one of us to live. We're not taking the time because most of us feel like we can't live in our purpose, We're not born to live in our purpose because you have no knowledge of self. That's why. That's why you feel like you were not born to live in your purpose because you have no knowledge of self. You don't know who you are. So the old saying goes, stand for something and you'll fall for anything. So most of us have fallen for the trap. The systematic trap that's designed to keep you running in place. It's designed to keep you distracted, to take your eye off the prize, to make you drop the ball. So that you can't teach your children anything different than what you know, which is what our generation before us did. And no, we're finna break that. That's why we're here on this channel. We're finna break that. That's why I start off every video saying that we love to invoke thoughts. higher levels of understanding, because if we can't get a higher level of understanding, then we can't get closer to knowledge of self. And we're going to continue living this life in a time warp where just years and years and years and years are going by, and you're looking back like, I'm no better than I was last year. And I can't have that. I have to be a difference. I have to be the difference in the world that I want to see. It has to start with me. I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm responsible for the information that I have now. And now that I've given it to you, you're responsible as well. So we have to do something with this now. We have to reach deep inside of ourselves and stop playing the game. Stop falling in the trap. All right? It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. You can start right where you stand. You can make a decision, and that doesn't cost you anything. Because time isn't moving at a faster pace. It's that you need to slow down and live life like it was intended to be lived. If you're chasing each and every day, you're going to chase until you die. You need to have multiple streams of income and stop working for transactional income. Transactional income is one way. It's one way. And when that job is done with you, they're going to tell, hey, sir, thank you for your years in service and dedication, but we don't need you anymore. And what could you have been doing in the meantime? You could have been building something, but you don't have time because you're giving everything of yourself to somebody else, living for the weekend. And let me let you in on a secret. It's really not a weekend. They say you get 2 days off, but mentally, you only got 1 day off. Friday, you worked. You got up early to go to work on Friday, so you're not off that day, okay? You're tired from outpouring yourself and giving to somebody else when you could have been contributing your time to an organization that's helping some other people. You could have been doing a whole lot of things, but instead you're giving all of your time, energy to somebody else to help them build their dream. You could have been volunteering somewhere. You could have been making a YouTube video that helps out some young man that's going through a problem that really needs to hear from you on that day. You could spread some positivity in this world. You can give back more than you take, but instead you don't have the time. So again, I ask you, is time moving faster? Or is it that you need to slow down and enjoy all that life has to offer? Oh, and listen, I work a 9 to 5. I've held down a job for many, many years, but I know sometime soon, in the near future, I'm giving that job back to corporate America. Somebody else can have it. I'm not going to be selfish anymore, knowing that I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not going to hold that job up and that position up from somebody else that really, really needs it, that wants to have that job, that wants to do that. That's okay. I'm giving it back to them because I found my purpose and I want my life to slow down. Not that I'm afraid of anything, because I'm timeless and I'm limitless. But I'm going to enjoy life in this body. And then when it's my time to come outside of this body and transition over to where my energy goes into contributing to another part and helping this world go around, then I'll do that. But I want to enjoy my children. I enjoy watching them grow up. I enjoy being at their activities. I enjoy doing all of that. And some of you might be saying, well, I have the time to do that. No, you really don't, because you don't understand the stress mentally that job is putting on you. I spoke a minute ago about the weekend and how you had to work on Friday. All right. Saturday is really your only day off. If you really and truly think about it, because Sunday you really can't do what it is that you want to do. Why? Because you have to mentally prepare for Monday. So that's taken away from you whether you recognize that or not. You can tell yourself whatever it is that you want to, but that's exactly what's happening. You got to mentally prepare yourself for Monday morning. So you really only have one day. That's your weekend. This is why you look up and you say, dang, that weekend went by fast. Because you didn't take the time you can't take the time to enjoy it. So I'm giving corporate America that job back because it's not fair to me for me to work for somebody, give somebody so much of myself for 5 days a week, and then you give me the 2 off. I just don't see that as being fair. So that's not the system. That always bothered me, but I just didn't know what it was that was bubbling deep down in my gut. And now that I know, now I know. And I'm so much happier for it. I'm so much more grateful for it. Now that I can see a path to escape that trap and to teach my children how to escape that trap and to provide a job today for my children. I have businesses to where I can provide my son and daughters jobs today. I don't have to go in and have them fill out an application, go through HR, use me as a reference. I can hire them today. Right now, I can put them on payroll. This is the life. This is how life is supposed to be. The Bible also speaks about leaving a legacy for not only your children's, but your children's children's. You know how much legacy you have to be out here living? Are you going to be able to do that on a 9 to 5? I highly doubt it. If you even make it to retirement. So guys, I'm glad you guys tuned in on today. Thank you so much for the continued support. I know you could have been anywhere in the world on this evening, but you chose to spend a couple minutes with us. I know you got value out of this information. I know that this helped someone. So continue, man, to spread the word about this channel. You have an African-American man on here spewing out positivity and wanting to enlighten a whole entire race of people. That's not being selfish and holding back this information. That's actually taking the time to put it out here so that others can benefit from it. I don't know why we have to beg and, do so much, jump through so many hoops to get support from our own people. But spread the word about the channel. I'm not begging. I know that it's going to grow organically anyway. But we have so much negativity going on in the world. We're being fed negativity from every corner. And this is a channel that you can have your sons and your daughters tune in on most nights. Sometimes I do get a little buck wild with the language. But on most nights, man, this is a PG channel to where we're educating and we're teaching about finances, about things that are going on in the world, about many different topics on how to conduct yourself and how to be great. That's the only thing that I can promote. I want everybody to be great. I want everybody to win. So start where you are, guys. Right where you sit, right where you stand. Make a commitment today that I'm going to be great on purpose. I'm going to live the life that was meant for me. I'm not going to get caught up in the rat race to where the days of my lives are like the sands of the hourglass. And I've let so much time go by without having an account for where that time went. You can't get it back. So you may as well do something with the time that you have. You might as well make it count. Because it's not moving faster. It's all an illusion. So, once again, thanks for the support, guys. Until we meet again, to the next video, it's your boy Top Dog. I'm out.